The Immortal Jellyfish, Nature's Cheat Code, 1996. A laboratory in Lecce, Italy. A marine biologist named Fernando Boero is staring into a petri dish, watching something that shouldn't be possible. Inside the dish is a jellyfish, Turritopsis dohrnii. It's about 4 millimeters wide, smaller than your pinky nail. Boero has been observing its life cycle for weeks. Birth, growth, maturity, the normal, irreversible progression of life. Then the jellyfish gets stressed, the water temperature changes, food becomes scarce, and instead of dying, it reverses. The adult jellyfish doesn't slow aging. It doesn't go dormant. It actively goes backward. Its bell-shaped body collapses inward. Its tentacles retract. Specialized tissues dissolve. The entire organism regresses into a polyp, the earliest stage of its life, and then it starts again. Same jellyfish, new life again and again. At first, Boero assumes it's a mistake, a fluke, so he stresses another jellyfish. Same result, another, same thing, dozens of tests, every single one does it. What he's discovered is the only known animal on Earth that can theoretically live forever, not by avoiding death, but by rewinding time. This is the story of the immortal jellyfish. An organism so strange, it challenges everything we think we know about aging, death, and biology itself. And it raises a question scientists are still struggling to answer. If a jellyfish can reverse aging, could we? Scientists witness the impossible. What makes this discovery extraordinary is that it wasn't a one-time observation. It was replicated repeatedly under laboratory conditions, confirmed through genetic testing, and documented under high-resolution microscopy. This wasn't an illusion. It wasn't a coincidence. It was biology behaving in a way biology wasn't supposed to. Why aging exists at all. To understand why Turritopsis is such a problem for science, we need to understand something first. Aging isn't a mistake, it's a strategy. From an evolutionary perspective, living forever is unnecessary. Evolution doesn't care how long you live, it only cares whether you survive long enough to reproduce. Once that happens, natural selection weakens, repair systems become good enough, not perfect. Cells accumulate damage because perfection costs energy, and energy is limited. From evolution's point of view, immortality is inefficient, which makes Turritopsis an anomaly. It evolved a trait that offers little evolutionary advantage and kept it. The cellular trick that breaks biology. So how does the immortal jellyfish do this? The process is called transdifferentiation, one of the rarest biological abilities ever observed. When Turritopsis experiences stress, injury, starvation, old age, its cells don't die. They change. Muscle cells become nerve cells. Digestive cells turn into skin. Adult cells revert into stem-like cells and reorganize into new tissues. Under the microscope, the process looks like a controlled demolition, followed by reconstruction. Structural proteins dissolve, neural networks disconnect, organs lose their identity. Then something astonishing happens. Genes normally active only during embryonic development switch back on. The same instructions that built the jellyfish the first time run again. It's less like healing and more like reinstalling life from its original blueprint. The hidden cost of immortality. There's a reason this ability is rare. Rebuilding an entire body is expensive. For most animals, attempting this would consume more energy than survival allows. Turritopsis succeeds largely because it's small. Its entire body contains fewer cells than a human fingernail clipping. Immortality works here because simplicity makes it affordable. But immortality doesn't mean invincibility. Turritopsis is fragile. It drifts with ocean currents. It's eaten constantly, and the transformation takes time. If it's swallowed by a fish, there's no second chance. it has conquered aging, not survival. If you enjoy deep, evidence-based science storytelling like this, consider subscribing. This channel explores the strange edges of biology most documentaries never reach. How humans spread it worldwide. Originally, Turritopsis lived in the Mediterranean. Today, it's found across the globe, not through natural migration, through us. Ships take in ballast water in one port and release it in another. Inside that water are jellyfish polyps, microscopic, unnoticed, and effectively immortal. By the time anyone realizes they're there, a population already exists. An immortal organism, once localized, is now global because of human activity. The immortality cancer paradox. This is where the story turns uncomfortable. Turritopsis maintains its telomeres, the protective caps on chromosomes that shorten with age. In humans, telomere shortening is one of the core drivers of aging. But there's one type of human cell that already ignores this rule: cancer cells. They divide indefinitely. They rebuild telomeres. They ignore stop signals. The same mechanisms that allow Turritopsis to regenerate are disturbingly similar to the mechanisms that make cancer lethal. That's the paradox. Could humans ever reverse aging? Scientists have already reprogrammed adult human cells back into stem-like states. It works, but it's unstable. Cells that regain developmental freedom often lose growth control, forming tumors instead of tissues. Nature solved this balance problem in Turritopsis. Humans haven't. Not yet. If this changed how you think about aging or life itself, tap the like button. It helps more curious viewers discover science stories like this. Other creatures that cheat death? Turritopsis isn't alone. Hydra continuously replace every cell in their bodies. Lobsters show minimal biological aging. Some trees live for thousands of years by isolating damage rather than repairing it. Nature experiments constantly, but true age reversal remains extraordinarily rare. Why nature avoids immortality. Immortality sounds powerful, but it's fragile. Evolution favors resilience, not eternity. Turritopsis survives not by dominating its environment, but by enduring it. A question no one wants to answer. The immortal jellyfish doesn't conquer the ocean. It doesn't build civilizations. When conditions collapse, it resets. Humans imagine immortality as dominance over time. Turritopsis treats immortality as resilience within time. Which raises a final question. If immortality requires simplicity, vulnerability, and constant transformation, would humans even recognize it as living?